I'd like to take this time out to wish well, he's more than a friend. He's a mentor, and I like to say a brother that I have never met face to face. I'd like to wish Navy Thomas 8 a happy birthday. Today is his birthday, and I wish him well. I hope he gets his bike that he's wanting to get. He was hoping to get it today. I think I'll go ahead and move on to another note. Just to let these guys know what's been going on. Back whenever I got my bike about 1.5 years ago, I figured it would be a 3-year project. It surprised me, last year whenever it actually started up and ran half decent for a little bit. But it's been up and down for a little over 1 year now. I got it down to where whenever it's cool, before it warms up totally, it'll run real well. And now I've come down to the conclusion that it needs a pitcock rebuilt, and also I got to replace the vacuum hoses on it. While I'm at it, I've came to the conclusion from it smelling a little rich on the exhaust that I have the floats. Yes, it's got my 1982 KZ750 LTD has 4 carburetors, and the floats evidently are set a little too high, which are letting fuel get past them, and it's basically not one to idle, low idle. It'll run for a little bit and basically flood itself out. I'll be getting that done tomorrow. Even though I'm posting this today, it's actually being recorded on Thursday. So I'll be actually getting the carburetors reset on Friday, and I'll be hoping to have it rideable by Saturday. That's if I can work with the pitcock and get it to work somewhat. Due to things out of my control, the pitcock will have to hold off until the beginning of next month. And I have vacuum lines on it. They're basically, I'm reusing what I found looked to be good vacuum lines, even though I'm going to be breaking down and just buying new vacuum lines. They're cheap enough. But yeah, I mean, for a 3-year project, I'm going into 1.5 years now, in almost 2 years on this project, and it's coming down to a finish here. I mean, it doesn't have much more to really be finished on, to make a finish on it. I'm just weeding out the old stuff. I mean, the rubber on it is 30 years old, and with the ethanol fuels that we're using, that's not good on the rubber either. So I mean, it's just weeding out the bugs. That's all it is. I'm not really planning on keeping it as a long distance cruiser, even though it'd be nice. It'd be nice to be able to take it a distance and just have fun with her. But I'm really thinking maybe in 2-3 years, after I get done playing with this thing for a while, to pick myself up a cruiser, maybe a Gold Wing or something in that line. But this will, the old LTD will always be in my garage, waiting to be ridden, and it will be ridden for local. I mean, I live in what is called the city of Sharon, and it is not real. I mean, you can ride a Gold Wing, of course, in the city, but it'd be much nicer to ride a smaller bike like the LTD. And being my first bike, my first project, the first motorcycle I ever worked on, it'll always have a spot. And I mean, heck, that's what I started this channel with. It was based on the LTD. Right now, from what I heard, I mean, he should be back by, maybe Saturday or Sunday. But Suburban Rider, he told me the other night that he's going on a camping trip, and I hope he has fun. I really do. And Yoshi, I like his new series. I mean, I am from a truck driving family. My father was a truck driver. He owned his own truck. My brother, he's a truck driver coast to coast. And myself, I chose not to be behind the wheel. I was a mechanic before I had a severe car accident and became disabled. And I mean, was the car accident due to the job? No. It was my stupid foolishness. But I mean, I came off of a 6-day stretch of work, and my days consisted of 24-hour days for 6 days. I would catch a wink here or there on my creeper whenever I could. But I had no business being behind the wheel of my car. I ended up driving underneath a full-size pickup truck that had lift kits on it. That's a little bit about me, and I mean, I understand what Yoshi's going through with all these people with four-wheelers and such. And it'd be good. It'd be a good series. I think it'd be cool. I got my pup walking around me, enjoying the nice weather we're having this evening. I didn't say. Beginning last month, I started having troubles with my bike. And I'm pretty sure it was just the rubbers on it starting to deteriorate all at once. And, meanwhile, while I was working on it, I ended up, starter gave out. I mean, starter's 30 years old. Actually, starter came off of an 80, mine's an 82. So it's older than, it's actually older than the bike. So I got a rebuild kit for it a couple days ago, and I got her rebuilt, and she's working good. I actually got the bike running. The bike runs beautiful whenever it's cool. It's just whenever it warms up, it decides to go ahead and flood out and cut out. But it's nothing that I can't repair. I do have extreme mechanical background, and it'll be. I've had this carburetors off more than I like to say. I'm actually getting too good at it. And last night, I finally reached my 70th subscriber, and I'd like to thank him. Harleyman. He has some numbers on the back. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the crankcase. These guys can go, if you haven't gone to his channel, haven't subscribed. I mean, I looked at it yesterday, and I mean, I enjoyed his channel. He does a fantastic job, a really fantastic job. I hope you all well, and I hope you understand. I'm basically making this video as a happy birthday again to NT8, and let you guys know what's going on. And on the programming side for me, I upgraded. I got my hands on from a nice friend of mine, which I'll leave his name out. But his computer crashed out on him, and he decided he didn't want the video and audio editing program that came with this laptop, and he gave the program to me. So I didn't have to spend the high amount for this program. And the program is Sony Vegas, and it's version 11, I believe. So it's one of the it's the newest version that's out there. And I'm learning it, and that's where my last intro that you've seen that's up. That's where I was playing with the program and learning it, and that's where that came from. Basically what I did is I found a few templates from some other people up on YouTube, and I reverse engineered it. I tore it apart and seen how they operate. I'm great at that. That's how I learned a lot of my mechanics. I am not afraid to take anything apart and see how it works. I've been like that since I was a little kid, and that's what makes me so well to turn wrenches and repair things that I do. And that's how I've gotten by all these years. In fact, it's not a large lawn, but it's a decent sized lawn, and I had a push mower, and I found a guy. He was throwing out a riding lawnmower. The lawnmower, yes, was 10 years old, but it wasn't in bad shape. It was a couple things wrong with it. He just gave up on it, so I'm not spending more money on it, so I'm going to buy a new one, and he just wanted to get rid of it. And I told him, well, I'll take it. I'll see what's wrong with it. And all it needed was an output seal replaced on it and the blade sharpened, and it does me well. I do things like that all the time. My air compressor for my garage, I found it upon what they have up on the internet called Free Cycle, and the guy was giving it away for free. For people came, you can have it. I went up there and I asked him what was wrong with it, and here all it was is some valves were bad on the air compressor portion of it. I brought it home, repaired it. I actually made the first set of valves I put in, and I actually made them out of aluminum. And they worked well for about a year, and I ended up just breaking down, spending $30 and buying the actual valves for it. I tend to do that just to save money and make my life a lot easier. But this is just a little bit about me, so you guys know who I am, the type of person I am, and just let these guys know, hey, if you guys are in the area, my garage is always open to another vlogger rider. You have a problem? Let me know one way or another. Bring it on in. We'll get her fixed. My garage is basically set up except for lifts for the vehicles to the operational garage. So we can fix anything almost, except for a big truck. Won't fit in my garage. But yeah, for the third time before I close this up, happy birthday NT8. Hope you enjoy your bike when you get it. I'm looking for some good videos from it. And Yoshi, keep it between the ditches and drive safe. All you guys out there, ride safe. Ride it like you stole it.